All right, here we go. Um, I really appreciated the alignment that you had in your lesson plan, Miss Barlow. I thought it was great what you were laying out. I only want us to look at the actual performance task that you wrote because I think we're sort of missing the depth of where we need to get with the simile that you're using, which was a good choice, but it's because you're leaving out a part of the simile. So I'll pull the text, turn my wheel, and I want you to look at where this is. So it starts in line 10. So while o'er his features like a mask. Okay, I get that you're pulling the like a mask, but that's not the full simile. What was like a mask? So while o'er his features, like a mask, the quilted sunshine and leaf shade moved. That's your simile. Okay. So what is it he's comparing? He's comparing a mask to the quilted sunshine and leaf shade. Okay. So the question that you're trying to get to is why did he do this? So why did he use that simile? And what is the tone that it's setting, or what is the whatever your concentration is for that day? What was the author's purpose in creating that simile? So, what is he trying to say? He's trying to say that the quilted sunshine and leaf. So it's that picture of. So you have to get your kids to understand that it's a quilt, and that what you're seeing is the sunshine and the leaf, and you've got that dappled effect where they're back together. That's why it's like a quilt because it's like the pieces of a quilt um, that's been woven together. And then that is the mask that's over his features. So now let's talk about why he did it. So it's outside of that, right? So thus sang the potter at his task. So we know he's singing about his will and how he's in charge. All things are made of clay. Somebody's got to be in charge. He's beneath the blossoming hawthorn tree. Uh, the boughs above him swayed. They clothed him. Oh, so there we've got some personification. So now the boughs above him are are clothing him in their shadow, till he seemed to be a figure woven in tapestry. So sumptuously was he arrayed in that magnificent attire of sable tissue flaked with fire. Like a magician he appeared, a conjurer without book beard. And while he plied his magic art, for it was magical to me, I stood in silence and apart, and wondered more and more to see that shapeless, lifeless mass of clay rise up to meet the master's hand. So here he's moved on. The poet's moved on, and he's now in the narrator's voice talking about how he's standing back and watching the clay, the potter, do his job. So this part is just description. It's just giving us this picture of what it was like. It's describing what the potter looked like there beneath the tree. So what's the point of this? It's to help us see what it's to help the reader see what the potter looked like. But the part you got to get your kids to is while o'er his features like a mask, the quilted sunshine and leaf shade moved. That's the simile. Now what is the author saying? Okay, and go back to helping them understand that. Uh, so to build this out, give them the whole simile, rewrite your exemplar to include that, to exclude the whole expression of the quilted sunshine and leaf shade. Um, and then after you've given them the simile, I would add a follow-up question that has them explain, and that that could be an open-ended, but the multiple choice would be why did the author include this? And it's to help the reader imagine the potter, or to give the reader imagery of the potter, or whatever teak language you want to use. I mean, whatever star language you want to use, and then have them defend their answer for why that's the correct answer. And that defense is going to be that this whole section that it's in, what's before and after it, is all about just describing the potter. And when he moves on down here, the point of the is something else. So they could talk about how the lines around it are describing the potter, and this is one of the lines that's describing the potter. Okay. If you have any questions, come see me. Yeah, if it didn't help, let me know. Thank you.